Hello, the world. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my Booster Motivation. We are the best YouTube channel in the world so far that offer free live training session, um, free live coaching session, streaming free on this platform every single day. Anytime you got a chance to stop by, you will always find me here. I was talking about money and how to become successful. Understand to become when you want to become successful, you need to have a lot of skills. You need to do a lot of move. You need to take action. You need to have specific skills. You need to engage in certain activity that can be a job, that can be an entrepreneurship activity. And to do all these, you need money to invest, money to pay for training, money to start your business. So to be successful, money is important because you need capital. That's when money is entwined with success. If we teach you how to become successful, we must teach you as well how to make money, because when you become successful, money will flow. So this is what we do on this channel. So we about to start a new video, but how we come with videos. Anytime we produce a video, people go on the comment section and they drop comments, critiques, lines, and we read them and we answer them. But some of the comments come over and over and over. People ask for the same type of questions. So when we find this type of question that is recurrently appear on the comment section, and some people they send us email as well at myboostermotivation@gmail.com, because some people they love the more discreet, they love the discretionary behavior, so they want to go private. No problem about that. We will answer you anyway. So when we find common ground between these people, we produce new video to address this type of questions. And when we are live as well, we have a chat section that you can interact with us in an interactive chat room, and you can ask us questions as well. But the most important thing, this chat, it's a beautiful chat, it's a super chat as well. If you want to support this channel to what we're doing, you are free to send us super stickers, because not only we working hard to provide your video for you, but we help youngsters all over the world working for us to do to promote what we're doing, that we can touch more people and we can change more people's life. So it will be nice and beautiful if you can participate with us at a manner you can afford. So for the video today, for this live training session, live streaming on this platform, we're going to talk about a beautiful subject. Okay, we're talking about the video today is entitled Street Smarts, Book Smarts, and no, we the video is entitled Street Smarts, School Smarts, Book Smarts, or all above, or all combined. This is what we're going to talk about, because there is a myth out there, um, that certain people are smarter than other people. Certain way, there's certain way. When you go this way, you will be smarter than other way, or things like that. So we have many people that come and ask us question about how to be smart, what is smart, things like that, and we want to address them. First and foremost, let me put this as a disclaimer. I have made some brilliant people that really smart, and I have made some dumb people that really dumb in my life all the time. But what I do notice in these people, I find very bright mind, intelligent people who never been in school, or some have a basic a um, education, not far from high school. And I find some people who are really educated, they are not intelligent at all. And I find people who are really educated super intelligent. And I find people with basic education super intelligent. And I find super super educated people with PhD really dumb as well, for a fact. And that's mean, and no matter what the situation can be, you can become successful, and you can become a very smart. Is the way you perform yourself in society, managing what you have to manage on a daily basis. However, I had the privilege to work with people as well for, let's say, for the last 28 years. All right. I've been, let's say, 25 years. I've been working with people in different situations. I've been training people, work with people, and or doing business with many people. I do notice some people, I start working with them. Some of them have education. Some of them doesn't have high education. But I do notice when I start working with them, I start uh, sharing some value with them and invite them to read. And along the years, I observe how smart these people are and how performing well they are performing. And I observe that not only in the place I'm living in the East Coast of United States of America, but I have connection with people all over the world and different continents. And I work with people from different countries. I observe the same behavior. So when I receive this type of question that people ask me, "Oh, could you tell us what is good? What is good if you to earn a degree, to do this, to go back to school? There is a meeting in the United States that everybody should go back to school, things like that." And I receive this type of question, so I'm doing this video to address this thing. Okay, so what is a street smarts? Street smart is referred to some. It's referred to the tactical knowledge um, somebody gain through experience. We are a book smarts related to what people learn in school. Okay, but I don't call it book smart. I call it school smart. School smart is what you learn in the academic system. That means the thing that you went in a formal education, and there is a curriculum, they prepare a curriculum, and they have a program that you will follow in a formal structure, and that will give you the result that the educators have prepared for you, and this is where you will go. It's like a mall. It's like a mall. If you go to this way, you will have this form. This is what a school smart is. You go on a place and a supposedly empty mind, and when you go there, they will fill up your mind with what they think is good for you. And when you come out, you will learn a specific skills, and you will become uh, most likely bright about these skills. Not everybody can do that, but many people do that. So this is the school smart, and we got the book smart. Book smart is anybody with education, formal education or not, with basic education or not, okay, with high education or not. It's anybody that decide on their own to learn more than they've been received as teaching from people, one of them, from mentor, from school, from teacher, from parents. They want to upgrade their knowledge by acquire education throughout books they might find on the hand. And whenever they want to solve a problem, they want to read a book, and they learn the craft, and after that they practice the craft. This is what we are talking about. And we are talking about some people that combine all of them together. So what is best to be street smarts or school smarts or book smarts? Depend of what you want to accomplish in life. That's one. But most importantly, is depend of your background, where you come from. Because your background will play a lot of in what you will be in your life. And when I'm saying about background, I'm talking about your environmental and physical challenge. So if you grow up, if you were born in certain countries, certain part of the world, where most likely, people who are doing well, they receive a formal education to academia, and they went to school, they went to college, they have a certain degrees, they receive certain qualification, okay, and they receive certain validation for what they acquire, that we call diploma, all right, and now they can go out there, um, apply what they learn from the formal education in the field of profession, and they become professional, and they might have a good salary, and some professional might turn themselves into entrepreneur, create their own business, and hire other professional working for them. This is a pretty classical, a pretty easy way to become successful. When I say easy way, it's the process. It's easy, but to acquire the knowledge is not easy, because you need to do personal effort. You need to do sacrifice to give up to certain entertainment, certain things into your life. You might lose some friends to focus on what you study, and you have to do that for many years. Some countries, people need 20 years to do that, and some it's 17 years, some it's 14 years, but it's always difficult to do well from the beginning to the end without give up in the middle, what they call drop out high school or drop out college. But this is what the formal education can give you. It depends of your environmental physical challenge. Who is a one of you, and where you come from, okay? And where people in one of you are focused. It's important. You can come from a low income background, and you become a bright mind, a scholar, a person who succeed highly and highly effectively in high education, and you can become rich and make a lot of millions, a lot of money, by come from a low income background. It depends of what you focus in, because if you got people in one of you that push you, that can be your teacher, your parents, and make you understand that education is the key for you to succeed, you will most likely doing good, because you got people that take care of you in that manner. However, you can come from a very wealthy neighborhood, and where people are well educated, and you ends up in drugs, you ends up in job out school, you enjoy uh, living easy life, a mommy boy or or dad boy, or you know the super daughter. You start waste money, waste time, party all the time, doing drugs and stuff like that. And you don't realize nothing. But most likely these kids, they might have connection, they might have a job, they might end up in political career. So you can understand that's why many companies don't deliver any good service, and many politicians don't do well, don't deliver anything serious for the nation. So this is what we are talking about. um, School smart. School smart, you go up and they put you in a formal educational system, and you go there, you learn, and you become successful along the way if you are persistent, if you got discipline, if you don't drop out from school, high school, or college. However, one of the things that make um, smart school succeed is because they learn a specific knowledge, specific trade. And one of the things that make them not successful as well is because they learn only a specific trade. What I'm saying by that, when you go to school, right, you go to get a formal education. Um, you got your parents, you got people that back you up. Okay, you got good backers, and they push you to reach the highest level in education that you can reach. So you become a college graduate with high performance. You come from Stanford, Harvard. You come from MIT. You come from any prestigious, a educational college, or you come from anywhere in the world that can be in England. So you can come from Oxford, that can be in Nigeria, that can be in France, Sorbonne, any places in the world. You can go there and get a formal education, and you are guaranteed to find a high paid job, and you can become very successful. However, one of the good thing about that is because you will spend many years, all right, concentrate in one area. The first 14 to 15 years, they will give you all the knowledge to pass. Okay, that's mean to succeed whatever challenge that might come in front of you. That's what you learn. Okay, that's why you have the grade to pass. They, they evaluate your success throughout a a scale. You need to reach this level to pass. That means you need to reach this level to solve the problem, to pass the challenge. So when you go to college now, for the four for the next 4 years after graduate high school, you will choose a field of profession. Now you will learn the specific things for 4 to 5 years. If you wanna do more, you can spend 6 to 8 years if you want to do a PhD, things like that. But believe me, this is really benefit. You become a master on this craft, because there is a theory said 10,000 hours. After 10 years, you must become a master because you're doing these things over and over. What happened? It's a very advantageous for you. You got a formal education that will give you the best job possible, and you will most likely, if you are disciplined in your life, if you apply discipline in your life, you will succeed. No problem about that. But this is as well a curse, because life is like that. There are always two sides, the, the good side and the bad side. When you go to that, what they call formal education pathway, you are a straight shooter, okay? And you are a straight thinker. You think straight in one line, and you shoot straight in one line. That means if you go to medicine, the problem of medicine, you will solve them. If you go to law degree, the problem of Any problem of in the judiciary system, you will solve them. If you go on mechanic, you will solve mechanic. If you go on electronic, you will solve electronic. No problem. You will qualify. People will know you. You might write books and do many things about that. You will succeed. No problem about that. But this is your limitation as well. This is where the curse comes from. You are not most likely open-minded. Okay? If people remove you from your cocoon, that's in from the area that you've been educated in, most likely you will not do well, because some natural instinct or survival instinct about winning at any place, you might do not have that. Okay, you might do not have that. Okay, now be creative to improvise, to adapt yourself in the terrain. You might not have that. To touch other fields, other endeavor, okay, to change them in success, you will not have that. Okay, because you are formally molded in a format that is where you will succeed. Okay, you are not comfortable as a fish on the water that can swim all over the place. Okay, you most like a fish on a fish tank. Okay, and that's why you are limited to live in this area. Well, this is um what we call book smarts. That's when you go on that we call school smarts. That's when you go on a system and a school, you receive a teaching, and that um, allow you to reach a certain level of profession, and you will become successful at it, and you will make a lot of money, but you are limited. Let me tell you, you can be a highly qualified MD, doctor, surgery. You perform very complex surgery, and you are very good at it, and you need to hire a financial advisor to help you understand finance. Okay, that's when you don't have knowledge. That means you might not. It's not the way your mind is wired. Your mind is wired to concentrate on medicine problem, and you might be the top engineer, and you don't know how to looking for a piece of real estate, or not even organize a party. You need to hire somebody to plan the party for you, because your mind is not wired like that. You might be the most educated, the most vocal scholar who can go on a interview talking about your field and impress everybody, and people will be amazed by what you know. And you go to buy a car, you get schooled by a salesperson because you don't understand nothing about negotiation, about buying, things like that. This is what we are talking about, book smarts, or smart from books. This is what you go to this way. Now let's go to the street smarts. The street smarts is somebody that have tactical knowledge acquire, okay, on practicality. That's mean you been a, a living in a social environment where might be access to education not what now was not easy, or wasn't um a privilege for you. Okay, wasn't a easy for you. It's remain as a privilege, or you love education, but where you live, you gotta find a job because the family is too big. Everybody have to provide something. You have to quit school early, and so start getting money. Now, for these reason, this environmental or physical reason, you have some challenge in your social environment that force you to adapt and adjust yourself to fit the social reality and find a way to make money and to become successful. So these tactical, what we call tactical techniques will force you to be at a level where you now can and will do everything possible you can do to become successful very quickly. Now, what will happen when you do that? You will most likely try many things before you find what is work for you. This is the big difference. Now, because you've been raised in a social environment that you have to be creative with your mind, there is certain part of your brain that will, okay, develop really quick. That is different from the people from the book smart, school smarts, okay, because you are most likely open-minded to try many things at the same time, or to try many things at different time, and to learn from your mistake and succeed at one of them. Now, if you're lucky, you can do that really quickly. If you're not lucky, and most normally, it will take you a certain amount of time, but you will be a savvy person that is become very smart because you've been there, you've done this, okay? You see all the scam, you might be being scammed, okay? You learn from your mistake and you will not repeat them anymore. So what happened? Smart, uh, street smarts, these people, they're more knowledgeable with money. Why? Because they have a survival instinct to make money, okay? Because the social reality is depend of the wallet, what they own, what they have. They are really focused on make it economically than intellectually. So what happened that make street smarts most likely look more intelligent than book smarts? Because in any society, we're talking about capitalist society, okay, where capital is the key. Because in most of society, the financial system is what control everything. You might see the politics, you might see the judiciary, you might see the army, you might see whatever you can see inside the society, but everything are controlling by the power of wealth. Who is become wealthy, control the country, take the decision and things like that. So this is what make street smarts look more powerful than school smarts. Let me explain to you. Um, they have a lot of access to capital because they learn how to make money. Okay, they breathe okay, they breathe money. Okay, they sleep with one thing in the mind, visualize themselves become wealthy. Okay, they talk to solve problem, they work to solve problem, they act to solve problem. They are always on a process of solving problem. So they see so many things and they become so good at it. Remember the rule of 10,000 hours? Okay, they've been doing that for decades. Now they are good at it. What is happening? The street smarts can learn from psychological behavior. That's mean any book smart person that is work with a street smart person, the street smarts people will learn more quickly from the book smarts people than the opposite, because the person who have been to a academic system and learn if from a formal education, they most likely think they are smarter, brighter, and they are superior than other people. Most likely, they will not take time to observe and listen and learn from the other person. Now, the street smart people, they know they didn't went to a formal education. They know that cost them and a certain impair. They know that the person who received a formal education always look at them from a higher standpoint, and they think they are dumb, they are inferior. Therefore, when the street smarts people find themselves in a situation, they're more quiet, they're more apt to listening and observe. And they have in the back of the mind a certain pride to show the school smart person that they are smart as well. So they will do everything to learn and pick up things from the school smart person and use them with what they already acquire. That give them a certain outline, and that looks make them look like they are smarter than people who go to school. But there's a curse at it as well. When you are a street smart person, you most likely will succeed if you are if you have discipline and stuff. But you will lose a lot of money and you will waste a lot of time because you don't know the straight way to succeed. So you will move yourself from left to right, try up and down, things like that. And they have some like proving method and proving system. If you knew them, you will go straight to success. So this is the curse. Okay, this is the curse. And the worst thing about street smarts is no matter how good or successful you will become, okay, they will use your origin, your environmental and physical background as a stamp of as a social stamp to downgrade you. I mean, don't be don't get me wrong. This is the way it is. This is the reality. Now let's go to the what I call book smarts. Book smarts is somebody that spend a little time at school. That's mean either the parents teach them how to read and write, either they went to basically what they call elementary school, right? They might not have go to middle school, but they went to school to know how to write and read. Okay, but these people will, for some reason, develop okay what you call an obsession for reading, for knowledge. They are what we call curious mind. They will learn not because somebody asked them to learn, but they will learn, acquire knowledge because they feel inside of them a call for action. It needs to learn more. Most likely, that will start with some passion they have for something. That can be astrology, that can be biology, that can be physics, that can be any field of profession or things like that. And this individual from young age will develop an obsession for reading. And this individual will read books. When they start with books about one profession, they will read almost everything available in the social environment where they are. If there is a librarian on this area, they might read all the books concerning what they love, what their passion is in this library, and they will become quietly bo- life will become quietly boring for them after they read everything from what they love, and they will start reading other stuff that not related to what they love, and they will actually at a certain period of time read everything that is in the library. So these people will acquire an amount of knowledge that is considerable. Now, because of the knowledge, people might call them nerds, they are more ready to understand process. Yeah, this is the key. They understand process. Because to write a book, you must follow a process and to transfer the knowledge to the reader, and at the same time to keep the reader happy, because you don't want the reader to start your book and put it down. So this is what they learn. They learn to to follow a process, or to understand a system, or they understand procedures. So these people will become likely problem solver in society. When I say problem solver, it's not any type of problem solver. They will become innovators, people who will emerge themselves in the innovation area, and they will become people who invent new stuff. People in that category, we can say Thomas Edison, Bill Gates. You can take Mark Zuckerberg. They start school and they drop out. Okay, so and these people, when they start reading too much, when they start reading a lot, not too much, you can't read too much. Their knowledge is infinite. But when they start reading, when they start acquire knowledge, school is not a place for them, because school is too limited. Because their mind is moving faster than what the school will offer them, and they will go on their way. That's what Steve Jobs did. That's what was Bill Gates did. And some might finish education and everything, and they still have the desire to read, to do more, and they become Warren Buffett, and they become Elon Musk, and they become many other people, and that been in this area that not known as these people that I just mentioned. These guys, they can be behind the scene working for some famous people, like Nikola Tesla did. You know, all the invention that we are using, it's most of them from Nikola Tesla. So what I'm saying, it, it is a way that you can acquire a lot of education, a lot of knowledge in different area by books, especially if you're reading non-fiction or biography or autobiography books from people. And street, I mean, books smarts, they are the people who most likely will doing good in politics as well, because they understand a procedure. But what make book smart people outstanding, and all the groups that I'm presenting in this video, It's because they're always in the middle. The guy who wants spend most of his time in the library to learning most likely will doing good if for the small period of time they will spend in education. That's when the smart people, the book smarts, the school smart people will follow what the school tell them and apply them, and they will succeed. They most likely will become friend with the book smarts because these kids, these nerds, how to know how to get the grade. They will become friendly with them, and they will try to do quid pro quo. You give me something, I give you something. They will give them books and or money to buy books to do their homework for them because the book smart people, they are really know how to analyze the theory, things like that, because they understand procedures. And the street smart kids, they might have a little education as well. The only time they pick up a book is when they have a problem to solve. They will go in the library if that necessary, or if they have a needs to spend a week, a month, 1 year reading one book to solve one problem they have. They will spend it in the library. Most likely, they will be the last person with the what's so called the nerds, the book smarts, and they will become familiar because you one used to see the other one. And as the street smart people, it's more are the people that are more outspoken, and they will pick up conversation with the book smart people who most likely don't like to talk, but because they will present a problem and the talk with the book smart people, they will become friends in discussing about problems more easily, and they will become friends. That's why books smart are the group that most likely will become successful faster than both groups because they receive a highly education and formal because they went to get what they need by themselves, but formal because the procedure are been writing by scholars, so they know how to follow the steps or to follow the proven system that will give them the success they need to have. And they understand as well how to think out of the box because they know that if somebody wrote this, I can do better because I have more knowledge. And they have more a general knowledge, and they learn from many books, and they learn from what is happening in many countries and many places in the world. They most likely will have a more complex mind that can process information as the same way with a CPU, with a microprocessor inside a computer. They can analyze processing the data quickly to find the right information that can solve the problem. And now these people, they have a curse as well. They might antisocial, what we call antisocial. They might like solitude or solitary confinement. They withdraw themselves from the environmental or physical challenge. Okay, they will create their own challenge. They like quietness. They might not people who love trending fashion, things like that, and they're more like to talk. And when they start talking with people, any people, the school smart or the street smarts, will realize they are smarter than them. They are, when I say smarter, it's think it that this way. They might know when they start talking about what they know exactly, what they receive from the academy or what they receive from the streets, and they might start talking with this book guy. or woman, and not only he will know everything about what they know, but he will start talking, or she will start talking about things that people who went to a formal education in one way will not know, or people who have a limited education and smart street will not know. So that make the book smart person a very, very a kind of enemy for all the other groups, because they say these guys he knows too much, right? Or this lady is not so much, right? Um, but these people, they can become a very, very savvy people who understand money after they've been schooled up, because because most of the inventors, the real entrepreneur, because the book smart people that they are real entrepreneur. Okay, most likely they will become entrepreneur. 90% of them will become entrepreneur. But 95% of these entrepreneur will get fired from their own company in less than 5 years, even if they bring invention and stuff like that. So when they get fired, because they are book smarts, they will go out there and learn more and bounce back with new products. Okay, and sometimes they might come back triumphantly, like Steve Jobs did in Apple. So I present you all threes. Okay, the the smart school smarts, people who follow one way from educational system, that graduate have a degree, most likely will have a good job and will doing well socially, but they might screwed up economically, they might divorce often, things like that. And you will find the street smarts, people who go up in a harsh and hard environmental or physical challenge, and for that way they try many trade, they try to acquire many specific knowledge, and when they find one it's work for them, they will stick at it and become successful at it. And that we got the book smart, the people who read everything that come in their hand, and most likely they will have so much knowledge, they will understand all the procedure, anything you might talk with them, even if it's a field they've never been before, they will understand how the process work, and they will be able to now go on their own to develop this product or the service and become successful at it, or they will help you to become successful because they will help you understand the procedures. So what is good in these three models? All of them are good, depending on what you want to accomplish. If you want to have a beautiful resume, you want, when you stand in society, or when you go on a place, you want a title. They call you Dr. X or Y. They call you um, Miss or Engineer. They will call you uh, with a title. Okay, professor. They will call you lawyer. They will call you whatever you want to be, biologist, scientist. Things like that. It's very, 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 very good to go for that, because that might what make you feel good. That one might make you feel important. That people put a title in front of your name. All right. That's really important for certain people. You might feel it's very important that you have an MD in your license plate. Okay, you might feel that it's important that you they call you economist. Okay, or they call you sociologist. You might really like that. If you want to be feel validated by title, you must become a book smart, and you will doing well if you are persistent and if you do not screw up in the area of money management. And if you are not knowledgeable in those areas, money management and investment, you can't, because you're making money, you can hire somebody to do that for you, and you will become quietly successful and super rich as well. Okay, no problem about that. Street smarts, depending on your social environment, you can go for it. There is no way in the world, okay, nobody in the world can tell you to struggle because you're hungry and you need money, you need a place to live, and you have to spend 20 years, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20 years in a formal education to acquire a title, and after that you will live a beautiful life. Okay. One of the things in life, you don't have no guarantee how long you will live. If you can go from your early age to start making money, like Warren Buffett used to sell bottle of soda, Coca-Cola from early age, and the family who used to be the kid that always want to do business. That's why Warren Buffett is a special mind. He had where he grew up. He had the street smart. You want to make money all the time. But because his parents was scholars, okay, they want him to have a formal education. He went to get a formal education, and when he get the formal education, he go back to the streets skills. And now, because he loved read a lot, he went he went to find specific knowledge and procedure to make money. So Warren Buffett, it's not the unique, but is the most bright people living that understand all three and have all three combined that make him who he is. Elon Musk is the same. Okay, I can't say that for Bill Gates. Bill Gates is a book smart, and that is behave like a street smart. But Bill Gates didn't have Elon Musk's Bill Gates are the same, right? Jeff Bezos have three. Okay, this is the type of people that you see that succeed in the world. There are many people like that. I just give you the most known, like yeah, we can be in sports and everything you're doing. What I'm saying, combine all three will be the best thing to have, because the street skills bring you to success if you are disciplined in what you're doing, if you do not blow up your money. The problem with the the street smarts, they most likely become a fashion slaves. Okay, because they've been on the streets, and where they are, the social environment, it's all about social appearance. Okay, they have to show up, and what will give them make them lose a lot of money and non-essential stuff. Now, the book smarts, people who what they call nerds, who understand or who have patience, really patient people that can read a lot of books to understand one line of problem, and read a lot of books that can make them understand another line of problem. These people will succeed anyway because they are very knowledgeable and they can solve problems. And they will be most likely accepted by all group, and they will succeed pretty well. I can give you a one sad one of the successful person in this area, Robert Greens, the guy who wrote a lot of books. One of them is 48. Oh no, it's 50 laws of war and seduction. He's actually is the oracle of power dynamic. If you never read Robert Greene's, read his books. I read most of them. Okay, and these guys make you understand how you become a social animal. But this guy is a beast of book smarts. For Robert Greene to write a book, okay, now to write one chapter in a book, he study um like 50 years of history, 100 years of history. Okay, that's why whatever he produce will touch many people, because he understand the street skills, the scholar skills, and the book smart skills. So even he had even he have all three combined, but his major identity is book smarts. So that's why he loved books. When he wrote a book, you can feel everything you need, depending on who you are. What I'm saying for the youngsters, I got a lot of youngsters who watch this channel. Most of people who watch my booster motivation, they are between 14 years old to 34 years old. So guys, you can choose whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but understand all of them combined will be the best way to be. Okay, if you go, your parents force you, because it's all you know, to go on a formal education, go for it, take it seriously, be disciplined and persistent on it. By the time you're in school, observe and learn from the street, because you will learn good stuff from the street. And okay, dig inside books, especially non-fiction and biographical books. Okay, and become a savvy reader, because reader or leader. There is no way if you are a reader, you will not become a leader. And a leader who is not a reader will fail. Now, understand that will give you a lot of success in the world. Now, if you are a street smart, one advice: do what is legal and ethical, because in the street they have a lot of illegal activities that can throw you in jail, and if you are lucky, and most likely lost your life, because street smart people, they most likely want to go for easy money that can be really dangerous. This is the problem with street smarts. It's an area you can involve in dangerous activity, illegal activities, or you can become a cook by scam people, you know, and that will, you can do that for 20 years, for 30 years. One day you will lose everything, because you think you're smarter than everybody. You will find people that smarter than you, and they will put in public all your dirty trick, and you will lose everything, because reputation, it's something that you can acquire for years, for decades, and you can lose in 1 minute. All right, this is the thing I want to tell you. If you go to be a school smart, you got a formal education, you got a title in your name, understand that you will not have any value if you do not behave well with people that are street smart or people that are book smart. You have to find a common ground to make yourself easy, because one of the thing about street smarts, some of the street smarts people that have a little education, or what we call it, these people, they love to go to trade school. They just go to school to get a job and start making money. They just go to school to go on the street. Okay, So these people, they understand money pretty well. And if you are a school smart person, you treat them well, they will suck the milk on you. Okay? They will. So you got to be careful with that to be able to have good relationship with them. Now, if you are a book smart, 95% of the chance you will become a very wealthy person, an inventor. 100% chance you will have a messed up life, most likely. Now, I might not say 100, 98%. Okay, because you will like your privacy, you will like to be alone, and most of people that want to know will not like that. And you might end up have your kids do not like you. Many things can happen. So if you are if you realize that you are in this category, person who love to read, who love to acquire knowledge by your own, and you like spending time with yourself from days and night, things like that, understand that you should work on your social skills to get along with people, because there is no way that if you get along with people pretty well, you will not be smart. Okay. Do not believe in the myth that you have to be uh, um, antisocial. One of the case of this category is Albert Einstein. He used to work on a patent office, spent a lot of time by himself, and he becomes successful. And the quest to get to this level, he lost kids, wife, and everything. But at the end of his life, he was so happy and helping so many people. So he catch up lately, but the damage was already done, and that can be your case. So, guys, I think in this video I give you the knowledge, the insights, the information that you want to know to become successful. No matter which of the field that you want to choose and to perform your talent, field, or endeavor, you can become successful. If you want to go for formal education, you become a school smart, you can become very successful and quite quickly in less than 20 years, right? Because one of the good thing about school smart, when you spend the time to graduate from college and stuff like that, you can start your first job with a high pay money. And in 5 to 10 years, you can go on your own, start becoming an entrepreneur. And if you got skill smarts and you go to college, you can graduate from the college campus, you start your own business and you become an entrepreneur. And if you are book smart, forget about it. You will succeed anyway because you understand procedure. Everybody will want to work with you. But you got to balance the harmony of what you want to be and what you want to accomplish. Your well-being is important. Okay. You will not be a man or a woman if you are not happy internally. If you don't have people who love you, if you don't love people, you need this balance, right? That's all I have to say. I believe I produce a powerful video. I believe this video will have a lot of feedback because most of you guys, you find yourself in one of these category, and you are free to tell me what you find I said it's not please you. Put some comments and let's keep the conversation continue and interact with us in the comment section, and the chat will continue to run. You are free to participate, to give us feedback, and tell us what you want to hear from us. We will produce more videos. By the time being, if you are a book smart or if you are a school smart or if you are a street smart, you all can succeed if you want to. It's all about your vision, your state of mind. Do you want success? Go for it. My name is Ernst George, known as EG. That was my pleasure for you to serve you and produce this video for you. I will see you on the next one.